Hello YouTubers, in today's video I'm going to show you how I made this Minecraft chest. Now I made my chest completely from scratch. If you want to know how to build the box yourself, I'll put a link either in the description or up in the corner to a video that shows you how to make the box. Or you could just go to your craft store, Michael's, AC Moore, someplace like that, and buy a box. And then just follow what you see in this video on how to paint it and make it look like your own Minecraft chest. Things you will need for this project. You'll need a brush, foam brush, any kind of brush to be able to paint with. You'll need a screwdriver. You'll need some masking tape and either a box cutter or X-Acto knife. I used a ruler. You might need that, you might not. And a couple of, or 2 or 3 bottles of paint. I have a honey brown and a dark chocolate. This is for the base paint of the box. This is for the trim, and also you'll need a little bit of gray for the latch that goes on front. The first thing I did using the screwdriver was to remove the hinges from the box. Now I made this box myself, so it was only the hinges I put on. If your box also has a latch on the front, you'll want to remove that as well. Save the hinges because you will be putting that back on later. Then, after the hinges were off, using the lighter color brown, I painted the entire box and lid inside and out. You may find that you need to do a second coat after that dries if it doesn't cover everything. Depending on the wood that your box is made out of, it may soak some of the paint up. So don't be afraid to put a second coat if necessary. I then used masking tape to put around the edge of the box so I can make the darker line that goes around the corners and edges. I used a X-Acto knife or box cutter to trim off any extra pieces from the end. And sometimes I even used a ruler to help me cut a straight line. Now this will take a little bit of time, but the result will be well worth it. If you have steady hands, you could probably freehand this part. I do not, so this masking tape helps me a great deal. And then once all the masking tape is on, using the darker color brown, paint around the edges. Be careful not to get paint in the middle, where the middle of the tape where it does not need to go. I did make that mistake and had to touch it up later. And once that is dried, carefully peel the tape off. I used the tip of the box cutter to peel up just a little bit of the tape so I can get a good grip on it and peel it off. I then use the brush to paint the darker brown around the inner edges of the box. Now I've seen other people who've made this box that painted the inside black, but it's your box, so of course you can paint it how you'd like. I then took a piece of scrap wood to paint gray and put on the front of the box as the Minecraft latch. If you don't have scrap wood, you can also get sticks of wood from your craft store and just trim off a piece and use that as well. But I took that piece and I painted it gray. Use a dab of glue and press it down real good so that it glues tight. I used the bottom half of the box to line it up, but be careful not to press the two halves together because you don't want to accidentally glue them together. Now you can begin replacing the hinges on the box. You may need to put something underneath the lid to bring it up level to make it easier to put it back together. If you want to add a little protection to the box and paint, you can clear coat the box like I did. This part is optional. I use Minwax polyacrylic because it's water-based like the acrylic paint that I used. It is not as harsh and will not affect the paint. Just follow the directions on the can. You can get this at your local hardware store. And then you can enjoy your very own Minecraft chest. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and keep on keeping on.